Breaking news from New Delhi. The Supreme Court has issued a major decision regarding the University Grants Commission's Regulations 2026. Let's dive into the details of the Supreme Court's order and what it means for higher education in India. The Supreme Court has ordered a temporary stay on the University Grants Commission's Regulations 2026. These regulations were originally aimed at promoting equality within higher education institutions across the country. The court raised several serious objections and concerns regarding the immediate implementation of these new provisions. The bench, led by Chief Justice Surya Kant, observed that the regulations appear vague and carry a significant risk of misuse. A major concern raised was the potential for the provisions to discriminate against the general category of students. The Chief Justice sharply questioned the intent, asking, "We were moving towards a casteless society. Are we now attempting to go backwards?" Let's review the 5 key highlights and observations from the Supreme Court hearing. Firstly, the court recommended forming a committee of 2 to 3 experts, including jurists, to review the regulations based on social values and challenges. Secondly, the definition of caste-based discrimination was questioned by Advocate Vishnu Shankar Jain, as it only covered SC, ST, and OBC categories, excluding the general category. Thirdly, the Chief Justice inquired whether Section 3E would cover insults based on region, not just caste, to which the lawyer responded affirmatively. Fourthly, a lawyer highlighted that the current regulations provide no remedy if a general category student is ragged by a senior from a reserved category, prompting the court to question the omission. Fifthly, the CJI noted that many within the scheduled castes are now economically well off, questioning if caste-based provisions are still necessary and if they risk pushing society backward. The court delivered a stern warning, emphasizing the importance of societal unity. The Chief Justice strongly criticized the proposal of separate hostels for different castes, urging, "For God's sake, don't do this." He stressed that educational institutions must reflect India's unity, especially when intercaste marriages are becoming common. Justice Bagchi added that the existing 2012 regulations were broader and more inclusive, noting that the principle of non-regression applies. We must not go backwards. Let's look at the history of these regulations and the final directive from the Supreme Court. The new regulations were drafted after a 2019 Supreme Court directive to create a robust mechanism to prevent caste-based discrimination in universities, following a public interest petition. With the stay on the 2026 regulations, the court ordered that the previous 2012 regulations must remain in full force. The central government and UGC have been directed to present their detailed response to the court's concerns by March 19th.